As healthcare professionals, we dedicate our lives to caring for others. Every day we face new challenges and strive to provide the best care possible. We navigate the complexities of medicine, tirelessly working to improve patient outcomes. Our dedication is unwavering and our commitment to our patients is paramount. But our commitment to healthcare extends beyond the exam room. It also includes our civic duty to vote and influence the policies that shape our profession. It reaches into the voting booth where policies directly impacting our profession hang in the balance. The power to influence healthcare policy is in our hands. The upcoming election presents a critical juncture for the future of American healthcare. The stakes are high and the outcomes will affect us all. The decisions made by our elected officials will resonate throughout hospitals, clinics, and operating rooms across the nation. These decisions will shape the environment in which we work and the care we provide. Understanding the implications of proposed healthcare policies is not just an option, it's our responsibility. We must stay informed and engaged. One such policy, championed by Vice President Kamala Harris, is Medicare for All. This proposal has the potential to transform the healthcare landscape forever. This ambitious proposal seeks to replace private insurance with a single government-run healthcare system. It promises universal coverage but also brings significant changes. While proponents tout its potential for universal coverage, it's crucial to examine the potential ramifications for those on the front lines of medicine, healthcare professionals like you and me. We must consider how these changes will impact our daily work and patient care. This election, let's equip ourselves with the knowledge to make informed decisions. We owe it to our patients, our colleagues, and ourselves to understand the stakes. Our votes have the power to shape the future of healthcare, not just for our patients but for ourselves. By voting, we can ensure that our voices are heard and that we play a role in shaping the policies that affect our profession and our lives. Medicare for All, a cornerstone of Vice President Harris's healthcare platform, aims to provide comprehensive medical coverage to every American. This single-payer system would eliminate private insurance, placing the government in charge of financing and administering healthcare for all. Proponents argue that it would guarantee healthcare as a right, not a privilege, ensuring access for the uninsured and underinsured. They point to potential benefits like simplified billing and reduced administrative costs. However, beneath the surface of these seemingly noble goals lies a complex web of potential consequences, particularly for healthcare providers. A closer examination reveals that Medicare for All could significantly impact physician reimbursement rates, potentially leading to reduced income for many healthcare professionals. One of the most pressing concerns surrounding Medicare for All is its potential impact on physician reimbursement. This issue has sparked intense debate among healthcare professionals and policymakers alike. Under the current multi-payer system, reimbursement rates are negotiated between insurance companies and healthcare providers. These negotiations can be complex and time-consuming, but they allow for some flexibility and competition. This system, while not without its flaws, allows for some degree of market-based pricing. It provides a balance where both parties can reach an agreement that reflects the cost of care and the value of services provided. Medicare for All would fundamentally alter this dynamic. The shift to a single-payer system would mean that the government sets the reimbursement rates for all medical services. With the government as the sole payer, reimbursement rates would be set by bureaucrats, not market forces. This centralization of control raises serious concerns about the adequacy of these rates. And their ability to sustain the financial viability of medical practices, especially smaller ones. Small practices, which often operate on thin margins, could be particularly vulnerable. Lower reimbursement rates could translate into reduced income for physicians, making it difficult for them to cover their operational costs and maintain their practices. This financial strain could potentially discourage talented individuals from pursuing careers in medicine. The long years of education and training required to become a doctor may no longer seem worth the investment, and exacerbating existing physician shortages. The healthcare system is already facing a shortage of doctors, and lower reimbursement rates could make this problem even worse. This could ultimately compromise the quality of care available to patients. Longer wait times, reduced access to specialists, and overworked healthcare providers could become more common.
Lower reimbursement rates could translate into reduced income for physicians, making it difficult for them to cover their operational costs and maintain their practices. potentially discouraging talented individuals from pursuing careers in medicine. The long years of education and training required to become a doctor may no longer seem worth the investment, and exacerbating existing physician shortages. The healthcare system is already facing a shortage of doctors, and lower reimbursement rates could make this problem even worse. This could ultimately compromise the quality of care available to patients. Longer wait times, reduced access to specialists, and overworked healthcare providers could become more common.
Beyond reimbursement, Medicare for All raises concerns about increased bureaucracy and administrative burdens on healthcare providers. The promise of universal coverage comes with the potential downside of more red tape and administrative hurdles. A single-payer system, by its nature, centralizes control and decision-making. This centralization can streamline some processes, but also risks creating bottlenecks and inefficiencies. This could lead to a surge in paperwork, complex regulations, and lengthy approval processes for even routine medical procedures. The increased administrative load can slow down the delivery of care and frustrate both providers and patients. Imagine a scenario where a physician needs to navigate a labyrinthine bureaucracy just to order a simple test for their patient. The time spent on these tasks can be overwhelming and detract from patient care. The time and resources wasted on administrative tasks detract from the time spent with patients, ultimately hindering our ability to deliver timely and effective care. This inefficiency can lead to delays in diagnosis and treatment, impacting patient outcomes. This shift towards administrative burdens could further contribute to physician burnout, a growing concern within our profession. Burnout not only affects the well-being of healthcare providers, but also the quality of care they can offer.
The time and resources wasted on administrative tasks detract from the time spent with patients, ultimately hindering our ability to deliver timely and effective care. This inefficiency can lead to delays in diagnosis and treatment, impacting patient outcomes. This shift towards administrative burdens could further contribute to physician burnout, a growing concern within our profession. Burnout not only affects the well-being of healthcare providers, but also the quality of care they can offer.
I had to move abroad to find better opportunities. The centralized system back home was just too restrictive, and I felt I couldn't provide the best care to my patients.
The increased workload and professional burnout were overwhelming. Many of my colleagues and I struggled to keep up with the demands, and it took a toll on our personal lives.
These stories highlight the challenges faced by healthcare professionals in socialized medicine systems. The limitations can drive talented individuals away and lead to significant burnout among those who stay.
Data shows that in centralized systems, decision-making often shifts away from doctors and towards administrative bodies. This can lead to frustration and a feeling of loss of autonomy among healthcare providers.
It's crucial to consider how these changes might impact the morale and effectiveness of our medical professionals. When doctors lose control over treatment decisions, patient care can suffer. As we weigh the pros and cons of centralized healthcare, it's important to remember what's at stake. The quality of care, the well-being of our healthcare providers, and the overall efficiency of the system all hang in the balance. We all have a role to play in shaping the future of our healthcare system. By staying informed and engaged, we can help ensure that our healthcare remains effective, compassionate, and sustainable for everyone.